Hi, welcome to the video of A Day in the Life as a Musician, Quarantine Edition. Because now we all stay at home teaching and collaborate with other musicians, so I usually get up around 8 o'clock. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that I make my own sourdough bread and I freeze them. So I just basically microwave them like for 30 seconds and add some avocados on top. Apparently, I think I forgot about that butter. It melted like half stick right there. And I also really love fish roll, and I will pack a lot on top every single time. You can actually find it in Asian market. They're not as expensive as I thought it would be. And they just like those eggs. They're very good at optimal your brain functions. So I used to eat them every single day when I was preparing for my doctoral qualifying exam. So usually I will have fruits on the side like blueberry and strawberry, but I ran out. I ate them so much, usually they only last 2 days. So usually around 9 o'clock, I will go on to my first project. But today I have a recording session, so I definitely like to do some score study in the morning. And then I realized that it's not great to eat breakfast. As you can see that my hands are messy and I just didn't want to ruin my score. So I actually didn't really do that much work and I was just focusing on eating my breakfast and chill with my cat. And look at how cute is her tail. Oh my god, so fluffy. So I'm still experimenting with my morning routine, but if I forgot about making my bed in the early morning, and I will just go back to make the bed and then do some meditation, breathing techniques. And here we go. Relax. After meditation, I will plan out my day and look at my to-do list. Usually I like handwritten out to the list, and if you guys wanted to see a task management video, I will talk about how many different apps I've been through, and then just I end up having a different system now. Sometimes I still do use digital, but it just depends on the project. And I really love this planner. It's just like my favorite so far. I think the top two really great planners are from Japanese brand. So after the agenda, I will go into some of the most important tasks I wanted to finish today and write on the whiteboard. And the cat is judging me about how dirty my room is. You can tell that there was a few nights that I would stay up pretty late and eating some snacks. And then when I go teach, I don't leave enough time for myself to prepare. So then things never got to put it back either. So I'm kind of a messy person sometimes. I did clean up during the first month of quarantine. I was like, wow, that's a great project, just clean up everything. But then things can pile up again when you start using them. So every day is a little different today because I have a meeting, and this morning I was just trying to get some more research done, and that's kind of like my study hour. I was just reading some books, some references, and just write down some of these informations about the concerto in my notability. So you can see that I'm switching out the monitor because I do have to use that camera on the MacBook. I don't have a webcam yet. So it was always a painful process to just move around everything. And then we had a almost 2 hours discussion about my dissertation topics and about how to research. And it was just a great conversation I had, and I learned a lot. He really gave me a lot of directions where I can go. And after the meeting, it was already 2, so I just want to make something quick, simple. So it's kind of like a egg pancake, but they call it jianbing in China. You can find that on the street. All these vendors, they sell that. I made it with tortilla wraps because I saved my time, and hot dogs. Fish flocks is a must and really change the flavor. So I just trying to bare hands wrap it up. I don't know, it's just very hot actually. And I found this brilliant idea. I thought it's brilliant. and to really just wrap the pancake in the rice paper as, I guess, a giant spring roll. It really holds the pancake in place, and it also adds a special chewy texture. And then they're gonna argue for the whole entire 300 pages, each chapter. He's like, I think he's a really funny guy. So around 2:30, I started to warm up for my recording session. So I went to a couple spots in the repertoire and just really getting my finger warmed up, and also look at the parts that I worked on the past week and the past couple days. And before going into the recording, I made myself a bubble tea. Basically just boiled the tapioca balls in the brown sugar. Hey Google, set a timer of 12 minutes. So I love my boba soaked in brown sugar just because it has some flavors, and really sad, that little boba. Now I'm just adding some the Kroger tea and the almond milk, and we're gonna take that one while I'm doing some makeups. So I'm basically just trying to cover up some spots and try to make my face a little brighter, and while I was still drinking my bubble tea. I love that thing. So you can tell it is quarantine recording because I'm using my dry shampoo, and I don't think really anyone can tell that I haven't washed my hair probably for 5 days something. So now we just need to change our clothes. But I actually didn't really change the bottom. The bottom is still pajama or sweatpants. That's the microphone. So I got really excited there, but then I realized that it's really a dynamic mic that doesn't really work for my recording project. It does work for my podcast. So the air conditioner was actually turned off because I try to avoid the noise from the fan, and it gets really hot in the room. And the setup also didn't really quite work, and then I passed out. Yeah.
2 hours later.
It's already around 6, so I tried to set up again. Now it's high. It's really high. My shoulder rest is always... Yeah, I'm done. So hot. I'm gonna take you guys to see what's the temperature right now in the room. 83. Oh. And this is my creation. I got this one stacked up so I can see my music. Well, not my music, but can see my other partners playing. It worked out. It's already 8:30, and I just finished recording, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna just have some leftover. There's no time to cook anything, and I have to do some other works tonight. Yeah. What is this? got that vegetable on the back of my head. I don't know, just my eye hurts. And I was having some more food, I guess. I really like the yogurt recently. And I was just trying to study some podcast on Skillshare. I really like how I can find any topics on there, especially right now trying to launch my podcast. So if you have anything you want to learn or you're interested in sign up, you can go to the description. There is a free month trial, or you can get a 30% off annual subscription. So sleep is really the next big project I need to improve. It was not good. I browsed too much and then it was literally almost 3. So yeah, I use Sleep Cycle to really track my sleep, but I should have gone to bed 2 hours before. So good night. Thank you for watching.